And I am like, I'm trying to keep up for everybody. But what you're about to see, all that's been going on, I just can't even. Okay. There's another suspicious death in the house. I think the aunt knows. We caught her in a statement. There's been a witness alleging that they saw Rebecca and Jake near a construction site at midnight with a black stroller. And there's so much more to get over, to get through and wrap our mind around, you guys. Are we all doing okay? Everybody all right? Welcome to 1111 True Crime. Let me get chat on the board. I'm Mama D, and we're deep in the Emmanuel Haro case, and it's like lightning has struck. This stuff is just flooding out. All right, let's start by just sharing something that has left me absolutely gobsmacked. All right, so the aunt that we heard do the whole thing about she loved him and all this, well, allegedly she lived with Rebecca and Jake Haro. I don't know for how long, but I think she was there for quite a while until recently. She also has children, from my source tells me, that left their bike at the house when she vacated. When I was doing the whole watching up close of the house and everything through all the film we've seen, I saw the kids' bike. It's a little girl's bike. It's about 7 to 10-year-old would ride this kind of bike, like a little daisy bike. So it is possible she lived there and may know so much more. And here is why. So I want to say hello to a few of you real quick. Hi, Lady Tidy. How are you? Hi, Tammy Cruz, Debbie Gazzardo, Jenny Bill, Brian Candy, Zoe, Rage Not That Rage, Jennifer Swain. I think I got everybody. I hope so. Where's Zoe? Has anybody seen Court Stir? I haven't seen Court Stir in a few days. I'm just asking because I love her. Hi, Tammy Cruz. All right. This is disturbing. I want you to listen to this close.
He just has a lazy eye, and that made him more beautiful than anybody I knew.
He only had a lazy eye. That made him more beautiful than I ever knew. She no longer knows him when she's given this interview. And she's going to go on to say she loved him. Listen close again to her words as she gives this interview.
He just has a lazy eye.
He just has a lazy eye. Let's listen to that again.
He just has a lazy.
Yep. He just has a lazy eye.
And
that
made him more beautiful.
That made him. That's past tense. That made him
Beautiful than anybody I knew.
That made him more beautiful than anybody I knew. She no longer is in the frame of mind of knowing Emmanuel when she gave this interview just, a couple days after he was missing? She no longer knew him? Y'all, she goes on to say,
because I loved him so much, it didn't matter what he looked.
I loved him so much, it didn't matter what he looked like. Almost 90%, if not more, of what she's saying is completely past tense. You picked that up too? Nikki UK says, I picked this up too. Chat's flying, so just bear with me. Yes, Toys R Us Kid. Hello, lovely. Welcome to the channel. We can definitely see you. Chachi, the sister and grandma need to be investigated, in my opinion. They know a lot more than what they are saying. All right, listen to it one more time.
Like, he just has a lazy eye, and that made him more beautiful than anybody I knew.
That made him more beautiful than anyone I knew.
Because I loved him.
Because I loved him.
So much, it didn't matter what he looked like.
So much, it didn't matter what he looked like. So, I'm feeling she knows. I feel she knows. Carrie Zakowski, I hope I said it right. The whole family talked about in past tense. Grandma too. Yep. Carol says she is upset because she knows he has passed. Hi, Jess. How are you? That's right. Ocean Deep is encouraging all those that like the way we do things around here to give that love of yours to the like button for the channel and for the work that we do. Everything is always bloody past tense. Bloody hell, it's mad, darling, mad, I tell ya. Jillian says, hi, I came across your channel and I'm pleased I did. Much love from the UK. Oh, you're going to feel right at home here. We have a lot of people from the UK. Go opposite to what she says. That's a thought, right, OD? Looked. Susie, looked versus looks. Carla, they all knew. Everyone involved is guilty, Gabino. Welcome to the channel, lovely. Carol says, lazy eye is when one does all the work instead of both eyes. Mary Dottie, welcome back, lovely. I believe most of the family know so much about the situation. Y'all, we've got to talk. It's come out, and I've got it. I've got the actual conversation that was leaked out where Rebecca and Jake are talking, and I'll share it with you. You can hear it for yourself, and they do confirm that Emmanuel was born in December. They literally say that's his birthday, and they say it together. So they haven't had time to like wrap this up or anything. If this child, Emmanuel, was born in December, he would be at least, at the minimum, 8.5 months old. So then, if they're saying the baby is 7 months old, is that when the baby passed? And in their mind, like me, when someone passes over, they no longer age. Just asking. But if that theory holds any water whatsoever, we're talking a month and a half ago. Just about. Well, or maybe 3 weeks, right? And could it be that when Rebecca's brother passed and the funeral was on the 5th of August, that Emmanuel passed at the same time? Plus, we have another suspicious death inside the house where Rebecca and Jake allegedly got interrogated and questioned over the death. In the house, this gets just wild. Chechi says, bingo, yes, correct. You completely agree, Laura? It's getting freaky. I'm getting Lori Vallow vibes. Chad Daybell vibes. I really am. I'm totally getting like really creeped out. Boo, ooh, ooh, ooh. I like your name. When was the last time formula or diapers were bought? Maybe you just gave us the clue why they're digging for receipts. Ooh, you're gonna get... Okay, y'all, take your headphones off. Take them off. Warning. 3, 2, 1. You get the goat, because that's a gold star. That could be why they're digging through. And like, you saw that investigator... He found a little receipt and he opens it up and he's seeing it's not all there. And so he's holding it up and he's digging further till he finds a matching piece, right? They're piecing this together. They're piecing a lot going on in the house, right, Carol? That family, Shay, that family. Our family, this family is amazing. But that family, you're right. In your opinion, it's messed up, cursed even. I don't know about cursed, but what the hell is going on in this family? Maria says, that don't look like a lazy eye. I think baby shaken syndrome. And a lot of us agree with you. You think poor Emmanuel went at 6 months? When the parents have been arrested and we still don't have a family member coming out and saying, I laid eyes on Emmanuel healthy and fine on this date. We need to make a t-shirt that says hola, and on the back it could say boink. Look in the trash, looking for dirty diapers and other baby stuff. Right. Tony for Freedom, welcome back. How can an entire family hold such secrets as this poor baby fell apart in such a terrible way? Ooh. I got it. If they've already committed crimes that have them locked in, that if they talk, so they have crimes that they've committed that have skin in the game, maybe, allegedly, that creates this, I can't tell anybody about this, or our whole, like, the Burbs kind of energy here. The Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell story comes out, right? It's, and is that why we have these mysterious deaths around this family? Because what if this cousin or brother, or I think it's a cousin to Rebecca, he just passed on August 5th. What if Emmanuel passed around that time? I don't know. This just gets weird. Let's go ahead and give the news a little listen to. You've probably already heard this, but you need to hear it if you haven't. And some people have not heard it, so we're going to give it a listen to. Let me know if you did not hear it before.
We begin tonight with a grim update out of Southern California. Police thought something didn't add up, and now the parents of a missing 7-month-old baby are under arrest, facing charges of murder. Good evening, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Vargas. Police continue to search for the body of 9-month-old Emmanuel Haro tonight. Sources tell News Nation that police believe the father killed the baby, and they say it happened inside the home. Sources tell us a substantial amount of blood was found on the carpet inside. The baby's mother, Rebecca, first reported Emmanuel missing 8 days ago on August 14th. She said that around 7 p.m. she was changing his diaper outside her truck in a retail parking lot when a man came up behind her, attacked her, and knocked her out.
So Spy C says, they need to check the brother's casket. Y'all, listen to me. I know. But look how easy it would be. Listen, you wouldn't even, I thought about this. I put this theory through the works. And from what I would imagine, it would not be done in the funeral home. They would wait, right, until the family member has been buried. And then that night, before the next day when they come and they pack it, they just dig down deep into the dirt on top of the casket, and they could lay to rest little Emmanuel right there in the dirt. And so he may not be inside the casket. It might have been done at night. It's possible. But I think we do have a lead that might be even more probable, even though that's possible. And I'm going to share that with you as well. But excellent point. They need to check the brother's casket. I agree with you, Spy.
When she woke up, she said, Emmanuel was gone.
I woke up right here on the floor, and I didn't see Emmanuel. If you know anything, please come and bring my son back. Please, I'm begging you. If anyone knows anything.
Police reportedly found inconsistencies in Rebecca Haro's story almost immediately and confronted her about it. From there, everything went south. Police said Rebecca...
I'm wondering so much about the concept, this idea. Hear me out. the reason I brought up the Chad Daybell and the Lori Vallow case is because there were one murder led to another murder that led to another murder as witnesses, right? From what I understand. I mean, it started with the children, and then they took out the husband and the wife of both of them, and then they get together, and then it just, and then the uncle dies. Okay, so why did this relative of Rebecca's pass away? And was he living prior in that house and moved out when all the family scattered right before this baby was reported missing? Did he know something? Was he going to be a weak link and talk about what happened to this child? Especially because the brother, his own brother of Jake, passed away in that house in what we'll find out, I believe, is 2021, where Rebecca and Jake from Hellhole Farm, right, actually lived. Okay. Let's get back into this. This is just wild.
Investigators searched the parents' home, took their car, and issued warrants for all their phones and electronic devices. Child Protective Services took custody of their 2-year-old child. And Jacob Haro's criminal history quickly came to light. He was convicted of child cruelty, a felony over serious injuries to a 10-week-old baby girl back in 2018. In fact, a journalist told our own Ashley Banfield last night that the baby girl was hurt so badly she can no longer see, talk, or walk to this day. Let's bring in our panel of experts now. Kim
Now
Antonia
listen
is
to
the former
this.
Assistant District Attorney for Riverside County, California. Bobby Chacon is a former FBI special agent, and Lauren Mathias is a journalist and hosted the Hidden True Crime podcast. Great to have all three of you here.
That's what I'm wondering, Maria. Is it possible maybe the person that passed was actually silenced because he found out about Emmanuel, or he found Emmanuel, or he saw what happened to Emmanuel? He may have known too much, right? That's a big concern of mine too. Thank you, Mariah.
Kim, I'd like to start with you. They've
Maria.
not yet found the baby's body, but they have already charged the parents with murder. How much evidence do you need before you can file charges like this?
Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for having me.
Right, Joshua.
In a case like this, the standard is probable cause in order to have both parents arrested for the charges of murder. So it sounds like from what your investigation has uncovered that there seems to be quite enough evidence to charge both with murder.
Bobby, parents are both in custody tonight. They will obviously try, they're being held separately. They'll probably try and get one of them to flip and confess, likely the mother, correct?
Exactly, Elizabeth. I mean, we've been down this road before. You pick out which one you think you'll have the most success putting pressure on, and that in this case, because of his prior history, I think it would be the mother, and she's obviously,
the father's the one with the prior history.
Right, and the mother would be the one that you would put the pressure on, but it's her child as well. So I think that that's exactly what the strategy at this point is going to be. Really go with both of them hard and see if you can get some cooperation.
Lauren, sources tell News Nation not only that there was a lot of blood inside the home, but that all the photos of Emmanuel had been removed from the house. All the baby's clothing had been thrown away. How long do we think?
Not only had this baby had something fatal happen in the living room or wherever the carpet was, that they had to pull up the carpet and found the BLOOD all over the floor slats that they took, the floorboards, they took that. But they had tried to erase this child from their lives, getting rid of his toys, his blankets, his pictures. Anything about Emmanuel was gone. So for me, it makes me really suspicious. If they had just gathered all that up and burned it in that fire, is that the whole point to the fire? To get rid of all this child's belongings? They had even went to the point of getting rid of the photographs of the child in the home. It's just, yeah, too many weird deaths there, right, Joshua? And welcome to the channel, by the way. Hey, Cinnamon Bear, how are you? Apparently, Ellie found a large amount of BLOD and took floorboards with them. Yes, they did. Yes, yes. Rebecca needs to talk. Jake will throw her under the bus like the ex. Joshua says, I don't know how these parents was even able to have another kid. That they thought that they could fool us, but they didn't. And they would have got away with it too if it wasn't for those nosy YouTubers. Those 11 true crimers.
This baby might have been dead.
I think that we are suspecting actually quite a long time, according to, you know, the true crime podcasting community. They have been speculating when the last time Emmanuel was seen. We're hearing various dates, some even saying as early as August 3rd, but there's no sighting that we have known of the day of this. Now we don't even have to say alleged kidnapping. Well, I guess alleged kidnapping still, but you know,
Alleged murder in this case.
Alleged murder now, right? Exactly.
Yeah, murder. Absolutely. Polly Livingstone Sloan. That's hard to say. Polly Livingstone Sloan. Welcome to our Starlights, and thank you, lovely. Maria says, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Oh, no problem. It's just easier to read when it's not all caps. Hi, MG. Good to see you. Those pesky true crimers, right? Hi, Deborah Van Winkle. Has anybody heard about finding those two that started the fire? Yes. So it went out on the news or on media, social media, the pictures of them. And family members were like, those are our family members, and reported it. So that's all we know is they know who these two were on that part. Now, these two allegedly, rumor has it, street news is that these individuals were doing something where they lit a fire and it got out of control, and they were trying to make their own escape from the fire to survive. Hey, Prime, good to see you. Very good to see you. Shayna says the Pandora box is being opened. Yes, it is. Okay, you guys, listen to some of this. The security footage that Jake from Hell deleted there at the house, well, it didn't work. They got it.
Where Rebecca and Jake Haro were seen here.
Oh, wait. This is even more than that. Let me play this one first, and then we'll get into the whole by the church stuff. Okay, so way over here on the far right.
I think that's where they were searching, but that's their house there. Yeah, there's two houses, but I think one of them is that little shack, no? The little barn.
They both are arrested for murder and malice of murder. And they recovered the footage to the cameras that they deleted. That's all I know, you guys. And we're allowed closer now.
I know, I was like, I remember seeing...
If it was worth deleting and they've recovered it, will that give them enough information to know what physically happened in the home? Or is it security footage outside the home showing that they were doing something around their property, right? Hey, Mark's World. Hello, my wonderful crime family. Hi, Mama D. Hope you family are well. Well, thank you. We are. I hope you are well as... I hope you are too. I don't know where I was going with that. Judith says, if they caused the 3 red rums, then the sister is still alive, is lucky, or threatened, or involved. In your opinion, right? American Pie, welcome back. The neighbor home on fire had cameras facing Jake and Rebecca's home. That's true too. That's true too. Hey, Carolyn Miller, good to see you. Welcome back. Michelle, you're in the UK. You're going to love it here. I'm just telling you, you're going to feel right at home. I promise. We covered the Jay Slater case. We have a huge following from the beautiful UK. So you're in a good place, safe place. Jillian, hi, how are you? Good to see you, love. the fact it was deleted and the time frames deleted gives us a lot of information. Thank you, Vo. Thank you. I'm trying to catch you, Susan. Chat's flying. I almost said flats or chyin'. I got tongue-tied and dyslexia all at once. Susan says, and they threw all of his stuff away, including his pictures. They know exactly what happened and when. And I'm wondering, you guys, was it all put in the fire to get rid of it? Oh, I totally agree with you, Faya. They definitely need to that grandmother knows something. She talked to Bastins too. Mary says nothing is ever deleted, even if you think it is. Private eyes are watching us, but I'm okay with that. And now you got that song, Private Eyes Are Watching You. Yeah, I can't sing. Just getting started? Well, join in, lovely. Connie Branch says baby could have been put in a hole before the funeral. They usually dig the hole the day before. No one would know. So under the coffin would make sense. That's completely loose dirt. Oh my golly, Connie. You deserve the goat. All right, you guys, headphones off. That right there. Care Bear says, Mary, will you pour a glass for me as well? I mean, even if you don't drink, I drink tea. This makes you want to drink something stronger, but I won't. Broken Goth doll. I don't know why I said Broken Goth doll. I think there are easier ways of disposing of a body than sneaking into a grave. Yeah, you're going to find out where it's very likely that this is... Let me put it this way. It's highly likely that they should be digging in this spot to try to find the baby because it's coming up. All right. Oh, just to answer a question real quick, because we have the info and everybody wanted to know on this case. Hold on. Whose black truck was there through the day when Rebecca and Jake were arrested? So we are being told that this black truck and this dude is Rebecca and Jake's landlord. The problem with that theory is it's family-owned property. So is this guy just a family member coming here to make sure the house doesn't get broke into? You know what I'm saying, Vern? That's just creepy. I would put somebody at the house too if I owned the house, because there was a lot of people there and the vigil was going to be happening, news was going to be there. They had people on the roof while they were there, so I get that. But allegedly it's Jake's own family's home. There's also a very strong rumor out on the streets that one of the grandfathers might actually be involved in this. That's horrific. And I would just guess, if that has any truth to it, that it would be on the father's side. Now get ready for a bombshell. Like, what? Like, wake up, bombshell. Because there were witnesses that allegedly saw Jake and Rebecca at midnight, 3 minutes away from the Big Five. Did you hear me? Only 3 minutes away from the Big Five at midnight near a construction site. And wait till you see this construction site. Now, not only did they see them driving back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on the road, but they got out and Rebecca was seen with a black baby stroller at midnight heading over to this construction area. Now, when this got reported, allegedly last night, the police went there because it was reported that there was a gopher hole with a cross in it. Now, they did dig, but I don't know what they got. But I've been hearing on the street, the rumor is the police are very much putting their focus on this property. So listen up close. We'll get you back on the Tida, right? With Ahmed. Here we go. Let's make him nice and big for everybody. Hopefully you'll be able to see all this. I want this man to quit running so hard. I mean, his health is fragile and he keeps running around. I love that he does these programs. But like when he was running around the house, all the way around the house while they were busting him, right before he passed out, I was like, oh my God, you're going to die. The heat is so hot. But anyway, listen to this.
Where Rebecca and Jake Haro were seen here at the Sanctuary Church in Yucaipa, California, and it was midnight. My constituent and source was driving with his family. He said he observed Rebecca and Jake Haro driving up and down 5th Street in Yucaipa on the 12th at midnight, okay? You see Rebecca pushing a black stroller here to the back of the property. You can see just how vast this property is here on the Tira. Rebecca was seen pushing a black stroller through the property here, and you can see there's rocks there. There's a whole layout on the Tira. There's containers over there, homie. There's a tree line here as well, and then you can see this property is very, very vast on the.
Now you guys, Ahmad sees a box and you can just hear he's scared. He don't want to find what he thinks could be there. So he's quite relieved when he goes over and there's nothing there. There is a box in this field that freaks him out, and I can't even imagine. It's getting dark. You're in the middle of this field where Rebecca has been seen pushing a black baby stroller, where Jake's and Rebecca have been seen haunting this street, right? Basically cruising back and forth. And he sees a box laying out in the field. Well, let's go back and watch this. My heart was beating so hard. I was like, oh my God, a box, right?
Tira, and so the question remains, what was Rebecca and Jake Haro doing here at midnight with a black stroller?
With a black stroller.
And so if we get closer, you can see police should really take a look at this portion of the Tira, homie. Wow. Just wow. There is a hole in the fence here. There is a sewer drainage here.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's just a vast, there's a box.
Right here, you guys.
Oh, thank goodness.
You hear him? Oh, thank goodness. He just was like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. Mary Dottie says, back in Rosenberg, Texas, 2 young men were buried at the cemetery illegally. They were red-rummed and buried in an unmarked grave. This was back in the 70s. Many years later, the killer confessed. It happens. It happens. Broken Gothel, very true. We want to send a prayer out for Ahmad, right? Let's send a prayer out of healing, loving energy to him. In Jesus' name we pray this. Amen. For sure. Right, the fear, like I would have been like, oh my God. So I was boots on the ground for Cassie Ann, right out of Wisconsin, about 30 minutes from where I live. And I was literally with her mother and her sisters, and we were boots on the ground looking for this girl who time came out, she had been red-rummed by her boyfriend. All right. Every time we'd see anything like that, a box or anything that was out of place, your heart just goes, oh, but you know you've got to look, you know. And especially you'd rather not have a family member find it. But we were boots on the ground for 3 days, and it was It was at a point in late October in Wisconsin, which is very hazardous because you're in between the freeze and not freezing. So you might get a heck of a lot of snow, and then you all of a sudden get a really hot day and it turns into water and snow, and it's a mess. And we were out in our waist in weeds and mush trying to find this girl. It was something else. So I can imagine what it would even be more horrific to be searching boots on the ground for an infant, a baby. I don't know if I could do it. I would. I'd make myself do it, but I give him so much strength and respect for him and Dolly and all of them that do boots on the ground. I can't do boots on the ground, you guys. It literally, I cannot do boots on the ground. And it's not because I couldn't afford it and all this and everything. I have family at home. One of my children has a disability, and I will not leave him. I don't trust other people with my family, so. But I do everything else that I can. And here's a good time to bring this up. Let me grab this for you. So, if you are interested in giving back, right, to helping find missing children, we do it every Sunday over on a Crime Story Mama. Crime Story Mama is our other channel, and we have raised $3,637 year to date with this little button here that goes directly to the National Center for Missing Exploited Children. There's no middleman. It goes directly to them, all of it, every penny. And the way we do that, you'll have to come back and see in just a minute how we do that. But here's a clue. We just raised last weekend for this painting alone. We raised let me grab the right thing, y'all. This painting raised a $70 donation for Jaden Spicer. That's who I painted it for. And Jaden Spicer was just laid to rest, and his parents are both charged, his stepdad and mother, in red rum of him. So at the end, I'll show you a little bit about what that painting, what I did and what it looks like. That's just a very tiny corner of it, and it's a lot of fun. But I want to make sure and share that and invite you to come over, because we raise a great deal of money every Sunday fundraiser day, and we would love to have more people with us. Let me go ahead and get this put back into place. Oh, this just goes on. How are we doing? Oh my golly, we gotta kick it up, y'all. We gotta kick it up. All right, I gotta get moving. There's so much info to cover. Oh, thank you, Jennyville. You're a great grandma. Your great grandma, she's 8 pounds 6 ounces. Passion, you get the goat. Passion Flower is a grandma. All right, you guys, headphones off. Oh my golly, congratulations. That's beautiful. Hello, Raven Sky. Lisa, there was one on their porch when you tuber knocked on the door. What? A camera? I bet it's a camera. Hello, Lorraine from Hawaii. Isabel Kalua is still missing, truthfully. Her parents were arrested for her murder. It's been almost 3 years. Trial hasn't started. I don't even want to tell you what they did to Isabel, but I did cover that case, Lorraine, and it involved starvation, and there was a dog kennel involved, and they were pouring things over her, and there was another sibling involved that was a child that was terrorized and traumatized in helping to handle the situation. So it's time for the trial to start. That was one of the most horrific readings and work I did on the case. on any case. This is close. This case is getting close. Jennyville crime story, mama. That's right. That's right. Carl says, Mama D, you do more than Ellie sometimes. Well, they're learning that YouTubers are really working our butts off, and it's not just me. There's a lot of good people out there working. KW was not outside Big Five when she was doing the appeal. I don't know who KW was. All right, you guys, let's get back over suspicious death. Listen to JLR, and this comes from SF Investigates. But I'm going to let JLR share what SF Investigates has dug up. So credit to both.
Suspicious death. Apparently, law enforcement investigated Jake and Rebecca for the death of Hector. Now, I want to share a call log that has been presented on Twitter. SF Investigates, private investigator, shared all the police calls to the Haro
Right, Belinda.
since
Right.
2020. The brother died at that home years ago. Then, after he died, Jake sets up a second GoFundMe to raise money. What in the heck is going on here? We all know Emmanuel Haro died, their 7-month-old child. And it is believed that Emmanuel died inside the Haro home. Now it appears two people, two
in the home. Look at this. So, this is at the SF Investigates says, I obtained all the calls for the Service Riverside County Sheriff's Department has been on the address of Jake and Rebecca Haro since 2020. It's interesting, there was an unattended out of doctor's care death at the house on May 6th, 2021. Let's look at this. So this gentleman you're seeing right over here, this is the brother of Jake that passed away in the house. And I know this is probably blurry as crap, but I just grabbed it. Right here, you can see 5/6/2021, and it says death, right? And it's got the address. And look at this. JLR is sharing with us. Look at this. Jake is the one that did a GoFundMe for raising money, and allegedly they had a $25,000. Well, not allegedly, they had a $25,000 goal. I don't know how much was met, but at the time of this snapshot, they're showing $4,755. And why a second funeral? That is bizarre. Why a second funeral for him? The second Hector's funeral. That's bothering me. So, do they have a thing for double funerals? Because Rebecca's cousin or whatever just passed away on August 5th, and now Emmanuel can't be found? That's bizarre. As Jennyville said, please hit that like button if you would, please. Thank you. So, the GoFundMes is really bothering me. MG says, OMG, this world has the sickest people. Kay Oakley, welcome to the channel. Hopefully this ends here, and these two people can't have domination over any more children. Amen. Taurus, the Good Witch, new here, Sebastian Rogers. 2 needs found, true. And I covered Sebastian's case for months, really in depth. And I put my, after all the research, I think it's been about 6 months since I put my theory out there. And it hasn't been proven wrong. Paula says, I don't know if it's because we have internet now. Right. Is it normal to have this much child abuse, loss, passing of family members? It just seems everywhere now. I don't think we heard about it much before. I think now they don't get away with it as much. It gets called out more. Mariah says, is that the reason Jake had a gun when he should not have? Ooh. A black stroller. Yes, Raven. For those of you that are just tuning in, there is a couple, a family, a couple that are stating they allegedly saw Rebecca and Jake Haro 3 miles from the Big Five at midnight in the dark, driving back and forth on, I think it was 5th Street or 3rd Street. And there's a ginormous construction site there with nothing but level dirt that's 4 feet deep for like 2 acres of ground. And where shut, they saw Rebecca with a black stroller heading toward that construction site. So that's disturbing, very disturbing. Shayna says, I don't know what happened, what's happening in the world, but babies and children missing or unalived is growing. We're just getting more aware of it, I believe. Leanne Turabides, we'll just say Leanne. Okay, I'm always trying to make sure I say the names right. Hello from Texas. I'm wondering how in the world Emmanuel's parents can put missing kid on the flyer. Wouldn't a person have put missing child? Yeah, that would be kid like it's a goat. Debbie says, Mama D's other channel, Crime Story. Thank you. Thank you for putting that out there. That way you can join us tomorrow on our Sunday fundraiser. Let's go ahead and look at that little thing one more time. We're going to be doing the fundraiser for Emmanuel. 100% of the donation for the painting, which is a charity auction, 100% of whatever is donated will be going directly to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children for Emmanuel. So, yeah. This is just heartbreaking. Now, I just want to ask you guys something. Where is this baby? What have they done to this little baby? Where is Emmanuel? He's so tiny and perfect in the beginning. And I don't want any of us to forget of the destructive nature that they've taken as parents. So I don't want to ever have anybody come in here and throw any type of shade at me because I can't digest and wrap my mind around what they've done to this kid, right? Yeah, 180 days later, it's crazy. Why did Hector need a second funeral? That's a great question. So, as you know, the baby is presumed to be passed away. So there was quite a vigil here, and I was so moved by this prayer, and I wanted to share this with you. And hats off to Dolly Vision for sharing the vigil. This prayer itself at the vigil, it hit me hard. So I want to share it with you. Forgive the wind. It got really windy, but it is a live event at the time. Jesus' name, amen. Yes. That's the community that is standing by this child. And he will get justice because the community cares. So, anybody want to just do the real quick perp walk? What do you guys feel right now? That was hard to listen to, but it needed to be said in a prayer that the evidence comes forward, right? Brittany Chambers said, new subscriber, my son sent me a video from TikTok showing the moon hitting Emmanuel violently while he was just seeing a what? The mom hitting Emmanuel? Can you send that to me? And also make sure you send it to, oh, it's from TikTok. Send that to me, please. If the mods will give my email address, I probably can't show it all, but I would like to see if that's true. Broken Goth Doll says he didn't need a second funeral. Jake saw it as a way to scam money. That's what I think too. All right, guys, we're gonna just scroll through this real quick. Look, this is right out the gate, man. They were like, dun 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 dun, dun. And they could have just strolled in and been like, hey, we're here, you need to come out. Oh no, they bulldozed with the bobcat, the fence, they busted down the doors. This is telling you they're not going to be treated nice. They walk Jake across the cactus-covered little area there barefoot. Look, there goes Mama. Because I didn't have good pictures yesterday when we were live because it had just happened. So I wanted to make sure and give you the whole, like, real view, but I didn't want to have to watch it all. So there's Mama. She almost fell out of the car. Too bad, huh? Oh, well. He's in what appears to be his night clothes. It was early in the morning, between 7 and 7:30. Look, right here, I want you to watch. Watch his face. He winces. Ow. Oh, well. Did we break your arm? Look, look. He tries to go around it. He tries to go around all the cactuses, right? This dude's like, nope, buddy, you're going right through it. Barefoot and all. He just pushes them through them cactuses. And then Jake's got to mess around with his feet for 10 minutes here before he gets the door shut. It's disgusting. So this is what was said. Update: parents of Emmanuel Haro arrested at their Cabazon home and booked into custody for red rum. August 22nd, 25. Jake Haro Mitchell Haro, 32 years old. Rebecca Renee Haro, 41 years old, both of Cabazon, California. Victim Emmanuel Haro, and it says 7-month-old infant, and I don't think it is. I think that this baby was older. The investigation began on August 14th as a reported kidnapping at the Big Five in Yucaipa. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department immediately dedicated all available resources to locate the 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. During the investigation thus far, numerous interviews have been conducted, search warrants have been served, digital and electronic evidence has been collected and closely analyzed. Based on the evidence, investigators determined a kidnapping at Yucaipa never happened, never occurred. It is believed Emmanuel is deceased and the search to recover his remains is ongoing. Arrest warrants are obtained for the Riverside County Superior Court, and on August 22nd, detectives from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Homicide Detail and Specialist Enforcement Division arrested Jake and Rebecca Haro at their residence in Cabazon for PC 187 murder. Both suspects were booked in the Riverside County Jail without bail. No other arrests have been made, and no suspects remain outstanding, which is interesting to me. While these arrests mark a significant development, our focus remains on Emmanuel. Sheriff Shannon Discus stated, the circumstances surrounding this investigation are tragic, and we will continue to search for Emmanuel. I want to thank the members, and she gives a big list, including the media, and she's trusting the justice system. Now, if you do have information, you're encouraged to contact 1-800 78 crime. And that's definitely important. Or you can contact the homicide detail at 909-890-4904. Now, here's the charge. Murder with malice. And this is just Rebecca's, but we also do have Jake's. I just didn't add the screen. Both of them have court hearings. I think it's on the 26th. So is that Tuesday? Right? Murder with malice. Let's look. Malice is a forethought. It is a legal term for the mental state required to prove murder, meaning the defendant acted with a deliberate intention to kill or showed a depraved indifference to human life. And it goes into the two different kinds. There is implied malice and there is express malice. So we'll get into that as we dig deeper. Now, are you ready? Whoops, whoops, whoops. This is another big boom, boom, boom. We have the leaked footage from the Big Five area when the search was going on. And in this, both parents state that the birth date is December for Emmanuel. So let's say middle of December, just because we don't know when in December. That'd be 2 weeks. Then you got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and almost all of August. Are you seeing this? So 8.5 months. That's what I'm guessing. 8.5 months. But there's a, listen to this leaked. Oh, did I not grab it? Shoot, y'all. Oh, I got it from Clutch Them Pearls. I don't know where I put it. Oh, I made the picture too big. So it's from Clutch Them Pearls. Let me get this out of the way. I just wanted you to see a good picture of them. All right. I was going to say, I know I got the leaked. He says, oh, and if you want to watch it and all that, Clutch Them Pearls, give him some love. It's breaking Emmanuel Haro parents' secret recording exposed. I just said leaked.
Need anything like water or anything? No? Okay. Was that the sister?
Yeah.
Do you guys only have 2 kids?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't even imagine, you know. I try to put myself in that. I'm like, yeah, and you guys just like, I was up all night. I couldn't. I live right here. I live local, somewhere right here. And I couldn't. I know. I already was thinking of you guys all night. I was on the phone with my sister. I'm like, oh my God, Norma. Like, I know they're up. We were like, we know they're up. They're not sleeping. You know, we were up too. And you know, we're just like,
I'm exhausted.
Yes, Tammy love, they really did find blood in the parents' home and a significant amount in the carpet, which they took. They pulled up the carpet, and they also found a significant amount of blood on the floorboards, which they took. And that's how they said that Emmanuel is no longer alive. True.
I know, I bet.
Partially delusional.
Where were you at when this happened?
I was at the park. I was at the park watching my son play football. Well, I have her with me.
And then I go on, I take the baby.
Yeah, that's how I am too. I go to stores, you know. It just seems like not real, right? It just seems like, what?
Oh, yeah, this was horrible.
It does.
Worst feeling ever.
It is.
Balling ourselves.
No, you're just numb right now.
Yeah.
You're just numb, you know?
The way the cops were treating us was horrible.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a long
You don't want to let us know nothing.
There are a lot of good cops. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
They're just doing their job, but it's a horrible feeling, you know?
No, yeah. So I seen on the picture, like your baby was something wrong with the eyes. Is that what they're saying?
He had a little crazy eye.
Okay.
But it's getting corrected, and he was correcting it.
No, he was on no medication or nothing? Okay, so.
He's a healthy baby, so his little eye sometimes goes.
Yeah, my daughter was like that too. She had neurology. I forgot the word. Something where her eyes shaped.
Oh.
Yeah, so. But she was on meds though.
Yeah,
so. Yeah, so.
She was on medication for her eyes?
Yeah.
What was she?
So Jake actually, okay, hold on. So the lady talking to Jake and Rebecca is talking about the baby that she had to have medicine for her eyes. Jake's not a caring person. We know this. So why is he asking her? Well, she had to have medicine for the eyes? Why? Because he's curious. He's curious. I don't know what that means, but I know he is curious. And that says a lot to me. Aw, Heaven Reigns. Thank you, my beautiful. Thank you for the 1999 snipper chat. That is so very kind of you. Thank you, lovely. Let me put it back up there. I'm trying to heart it. Oh, if I do, it takes it away. I'm sorry, love. I love you. Thank you. Kung Fu Panda, he wasn't on medication or Kid 4 at all. At all.
Well, she had a genetic.
Did you hear the birth date thing?
Well, it was a genetic disease. It was a non-curable, but I know she had to see a neurologist. What is it? Neurologist? Yeah, because her eyes would like shake. They said it was something to do with the genetic. She had mitochondria. I don't know if you heard of it. No, mitochondria. It's a rare disease.
Mitochondria?
Yeah, so it like, she was healthy up until after she turned 2. You just hit her? Yeah, it hit her. She got like, so her birthday is December. That's when like it's cold, you know?
That's his birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Both Rebecca and Jake chimed in. That's his birth date. Because her daughter, the lady talking's daughter, was born in December. Listen to it again. Listen to both parents chime in.
No, mitochondria. It's a rare disease.
Mitochondria?
Yeah, so it like, she was healthy up until after she turned 2. You just hit her? Yeah, it hit her. She got like, so her birthday is December. That's when like it's cold, you know? That's his birthday. Oh,
that's his birthday.
Her birthday is December 6th. And she got like a flu and all that, was admitted. They didn't think nothing of it. I'm sorry. Until they did genetic testing, and then, you know, it's hard. But this is harder, you know. This is harder.
So the baby was born in December. Emmanuel was born in December. Makes you wonder, right? Oh, Heaven, you did it again. Thank you, sweetheart. How kind. Thank you for another 1999 snipper chat. Thank you, lovely. That is so very sweet of you and so supportive. Thank you. Welcome back, Adele. You say children are a gift to love and cherish, not to throw away and get rid of when they feel like it. Absolutely disgusting. You changed your pick to Jesus carrying baby Emmanuel. That is so beautiful. Let me make it a little bigger for everybody. Look, you guys. Think of this as baby Emmanuel. Isn't that sweet? Let me undo that. Just, how did it do it? How did I do it? Maybe I don't have a way. That is so sweet. Let me shrink chat back up. Okay, you guys. Oh my gosh, Chris, you said hopefully Jake is getting prison justice, and I thought it said, I hope Jake is getting poison juice. That's what I thought it said. I know that's terrible. Kimberly Brummett, I wonder if he belonged to them. That's disturbing too. Did they buy that saw before the funeral? Jake had a son and daughter by a previous wife, Vanessa. Yes. Very much so. Hey, Tammy girl, and it's only rumored that they bought power tools like the hacksaw. It's actually a sawzall. We'll get into that. We'll definitely get into that. All right, how we doing here? Let's keep going. Remember how Jake's lawyer told us that these people could not look for Emmanuel because they had no car, No phone, not a single luxury on their 2-hour trip. The weather started getting rough, but the tiny ship was stuffed kind of bull crap. Well, they definitely had a phone because we saw them at the courthouse talking on a phone. So maybe you'd be like, well, maybe it was the grandmother's phone and they borrowed it. No. He lied again. Listen to this.
Vehicle. Like I said, they voluntarily gave up all of their devices after a search warrant was issued. They gave passwords and everything. How can they assist in this?
And check this out right here. JLR, the community went through the Haro's trash can, not the dumpster. Look what they discovered. Bought on August 17, 2025 at Dollar General, a burner phone after
I told you
turning their phones and passwords over.
I told you DG would somehow come into this, right? The Dollar General. So they got the receipts there. Yep. They got the receipts. They had just bought the phone, $49.99. Yep. Clean up in aisle 4 there. So watch this as I did a couple little things about JLR, but anyway, here you go.
Nail it.
Mr. Hughes.
Nail him. This is that stinky snake oil selling lawyer coming on down the walkway after Jake and Rebecca have been busted and cuffed. And look at how, I bet he's wishing he had never touched this case.
Mr. Hughes, any comment? You want to make any comment on behalf of your client? Are you representing Rebecca and Jake Haro?
So how's it?
I don't know anything about what's going on. I'm not here. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything.
Feel to know that your client just got arrested. That's a good defense attorney, right?
Do you have your lawyer here to also take care?
How's it feel defending a murderer?
Vincent Hughes.
Yeah. Okay, you guys, are you ready to talk about the Saza? Oh, what'd I do? There. Thank you, lovely. Did you do it again or did I? Okay, I was going to say, wow, Heaven, you're just loading me up. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, you did do it again. Healing energy ASAP. Thank you, Evan Reigns, for the $2.99 or for the $1.99. Thank you, lovely. I greatly appreciate that. Catherine says Jake and Rebecca didn't give up their stuffed Ellie willingly. Ellie had the warrants, right? Kristen, you're in true crime. My channel is 1111 True Crime, sweetheart. I might want to post a warning before it for That's So Gross if you post a video. I'm confused, Kirsten. Do you realize we're on a true crime channel? Or are you guys talking about something very, very disgusting? Maybe you're talking about something different. Mary Dottie says, I have Emmanuel and Jesus carrying him until baby Emmanuel is found and justice is completely done, no matter how long it takes. Thank you, lovely. Barbara, could the large amount of BLOOD be home birth and not registered birth, so no birth certificate? Well, they would be able to tell if it was that kind of blood or not, for one. But that is a good question that I had never thought of. Anna D says perhaps the house and vehicles were bugged and something was said that led to the arrest. Justice for Emmanuel. Right. Heaven reigns on Mama D. Hi, Dana Puff and stuff. How are you doing, love? Good to see you. TC, welcome back. No friends are friendly to help them with transportation. All right. America 12 you 12 you. Oh, we'll do that. America 12 you. No, tell them what sort of message evidence have been found in their text messages. Truly. Oh, Heaven. Thank you, lovely. Healing Energy ASAP. Thank you, Heaven Reigns, for the $1.99. Let me give that some love. Thank you, dearest. I greatly appreciate that. Heaven, did you do another one? Wow, you're just blowing me away. $4.99. Thank you, sweetheart. That is so kind of you. Thank you. I hope I got them all. Thank you for everything. If I missed any of them, thank you. That is very sweet. Annette says, didn't you find the neighbors or family members don't realize he's not home daily? Don't you find that strange? I think you meant, yeah. I think they all knew. Mariah Carey, just think of how our parents love us as children. Can't imagine the abuse little Emmanuel went through. Some of us did not have loving parents. Some of us had very bad parents. Dee says, Kristen, that conversation was embarrassing. What? What? What am I missing? Okay. You were talking about the person that said mitochondria is, yeah, that got weird because mitochondria is DNA. It's not a disease. It's DNA. Yeah. And it's how they identified Lacey Peterson and Connor. Yes, yes. You listened to what Rebecca's ex said. He said he and Rebecca had separated for years, and he never said they were divorced. Oh my golly. Oh my golly. Bigamist maybe, huh? Polly Livingston Sloan, have to go help with autistic son to bed. It's past 9 p.m. in Scotland. Good to see you. We'll give your son lots of love from all of us. Thank you, lovely. Appreciate you. I do too, Joanna. I wonder if there's a birth certificate. Definitely do wonder. Kirsten, if anyone remembers anything about mitochondria, it's the powerhouse of the cell. It's not a disease, right? It's DNA. It's the mother's DNA. Yes, yes. That was weird. They should check the railway tracks. Ooh, Barbara. That's tough. That's tough. Broken Got Doll. Thing is, like it or not, they're still entitled to a defense lawyer. True. He's a Timu lawyer, not Cracker Jack, y'all. Timu lawyer. That's what y'all taught me. Gray Lady Down, doesn't Grandma have a car? Yeah, the red one. What a lame excuse for not searching. Catherine, hello, lovely. Maybe they were fishing to see what Jake and Rebecca said about Emmanuel's eyes. That's what I thought. They were fishing so in case they got asked questions, they could say something. Shay said, my dad was emotionally abusive, but not like this. He never physically abused. Well, at least he didn't hurt you physically, right? Shay says, much love to you, Polly. My nephew Owen is autistic. Judith says, a lot. If blood, maybe they finished Grandma? No, Grandma was seen. Grandma was seen. Mary Dottie says, shouldn't there be tracking on their vehicles? And they've got a lot of that. The geofencing, everything, they've got it. So they're working on it. Deanna Sharp, I've also been hearing that relative death happened at the same house, and both Rebecca and Jake were investigated. Yep, and we did cover that. We did cover that. Let me go back and grab a picture of that. This gentleman, right? Indeed. Yes. Gloria says, when and why they haven't said if they found baby Emmanuel. They have stated it, Gloria. They said they have not, and they are continuing the search. And they've made it very strongly clear, including going out to a construction site, looking in a gopher hole and doing some digging last night, allegedly. So they have. Seeking, good to see you. Continued healing energy to you. I thought it was Ice Cube coming to knock his teeth out, not his lawyer. If the lawyer rapped, it'd be like, hola, hola, hola. Hola, hola. Hola. You gotta keep humor alive, you guys, or it just gets too heavy. Sandy Walsh says the wooden fence in front of the house seems fairly new. Maybe they should dig it up. Oh, you guys do think very deeply. I don't even want to know that. Oh my golly, oh my golly. That would freak me out if there is a hog farm that close. Gray Lady says, am I mistaken, or did they say there was something wrong with the baby? They said all he had was a lazy eye. Gloria says, have a blessed day and thank you for your channel. I really appreciate the news. You're always on point. Thank you, lovely. I appreciate that. I do. Are you still in timeout? Why? I have no idea. I don't think it was on purpose. Unless you said something really, really naughty. Yes. Deanna Sharp said the relative was cremated. But you can have a cremation and a casket. Some people get cremated, put in a vase, an urn, and then the urn is laid in the placement of the casket. So I'm not sure about the casket. Carla, thank you, lovely. $5 snooper chat. Thank you, sweetheart. Just send a hello, lovely. I hope the cops broke in and yelled, hola, last time. That just cracks me up. It was from a movie. Hola, bish, we home. Hola, bish, prepare to be assimilated. Well, we don't know, Broken Goth Doll. There's no point to exhume the dead brother. We don't know. I mean, they could have put the baby down before the funeral, right? Went out there in the middle of the night. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but we do not have any cameras at our cemetery. None. And if the grave had just been freshly dug and they're going to bury the brother tomorrow, well, why not just be like, drop me a ladder down here, dig a little deeper, put the baby in, cover it back up with the dirt, pack it down, climb out. Now go to the funeral like nothing happened. Now they're going to lower the casket with the urn in it, right? And then cover. Just saying. Hold on a minute. We have that funeral. I want to look at it because I thought that was a casket. There are so many. Y'all, I wish you could just see me thumbing through. Okay, you can. Look at this. This is in the short time we've been on this case. Let me just go up here. Look. This is the short time we have been on this case. And I got to get to the funeral anyway, so I want to see if that's a casket. Because I think it was. I think it was. Oh, we're way back here. Okay. Did I get rid of the funeral one? Maybe I got rid of the funeral one. I saved a picture from it. Okay, here it is. They're definitely burying this person in the ground, urn or not. So, because this, what you're looking at here, is the metal parts around where they lower the casket down with the crank, right? Or the hydraulics. So that's a casket. So yeah, they did bury him. I knew we had it. Hello, Jimmy B. Please tell me there's cameras in the cemetery. There aren't at mine. Our cemetery's huge. You could definitely do something like that. I shouldn't tell people that. America 1-2U. If Jake did it to the baby, Rebecca would be terrified for a little girl and herself. Let me explain this to you. That man... No. That's why I'm stuck. That monster did all that to that little 10-week-old baby. He got in so much trouble that he was having to report mandatory to hearing over and over and over again. Everybody in the family knew what Jake had done to that little girl. Family had to adopt that baby. They all knew. Rebecca started dating him after that. After knowing that he had done this to an infant. She gets no mercy from me. None. Zero. Now you can feel mercy for her, but I am not going to. Sheepdog says lazy eye from the being beat in the head, in your opinion. Right? Right. Well, and they can definitely look in that grave regardless with just a simple search warrant. They don't have to dig him up and look in the casket either. I mean, they can just look under it. That photo of Emmanuel laying on what looked like the ground sort of looked deceased. A lot of people feel that is a strange, disturbing photo. Right, Broken Goth Doll. I don't doubt Rebecca was terrified of Jake, but that's not an excuse for letting your child be abused or killed. And if they're going to kill one and you got another, you're going to stay there with your 2-year-old, knowing what he did to the first one, knowing what he did to your first one with him, and you're still staying in the house with your 2-year-old daughter? That's sick. Why stay for him for 2 years and have 2 children with him? Not buying the battered woman thing. Me either. Thank you. Jamie B., his 8-year-old son was born with fetal alcohol syndrome. Truthfully. Yeah, Adele. He didn't get into no trouble hardly at all. Suspended sentence. Okay, thank you. You're not indicating mercy for her. I'm not convinced she killed her baby. I'm not convinced she did either. Carla Bryan, thank you for the $5 snippet chat. Thank you, lovely. Kung Fu Panda, he's a piece of work. You can tell, sorry, you can tell he thinks he's something. As his designer glasses framed, you think he bought designer things for his family? Nah, he bought burner phone. Right? Broken Goth Doll says his daughter with his precious wife has lifelong severe disabilities due to Jake's abuse, and the son born with fetal alcohol syndrome. What a prize. I mean, how'd that Tinder post look, y'all? Single male with extreme... I can't even. Just send exactly these women will believe anything. My kid's father put a belt around our son's when he was 2, and my 4-year-old walked in. When he got out, he met a chick at church. She has 4 kids and was told. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, hon. Aw, thank you, Liz, for the $5 snippet chat. Thank you, lovely. I appreciate that. True Love says she's just as guilty as he is. Wow. That's how I feel. I love you, Shay. You just lay it out there. He probably got his glasses with his workman's comp. Lying POS. Thank you. Patty says, Jake it's hard for me to read caps, love, because I actually have dyslexia. Jake is wearing regular pair of shorts. If you look close, the shorts have black back front pockets. Okay, thank you. It does look very disturbing on that blanket. I definitely believe that. Alexa, welcome back. They probably put the baby in the cemetery where the other relative was buried on 8/5. No dogs would be brought in. Rebecca attended, likely just to look around. And they could have done it the night before the funeral when the hole's all ready. I mean, y'all, think about it. They're looking for a place to put this deceased, right? To lay their deceased. And there's an open grave over there, right? This was preventable, Michelle. That's the most heartbreaking point. It was absolutely preventable. Exhume the coffin and dig under it. And dig under it, too. You used to be a jailer back in your day, Liz? That's awesome. She's just as guilty, says Susan. She has had many opportunities to tell what really happened. Thank you, lovely. Mary Dottie says, no remorse for none of them. Plenty of love for baby Emmanuel. Broken Goth Doll, I don't think they looked too hard to find a place to put Emmanuel. So there are updates on Jack and Lily, Michelle. Thank you. And I will be going over some of those next week, Monday or Tuesday, somewhere in there. There are some updates. They don't get us anywhere really, but they found a toothbrush. I've been staying up on that. They found a toothbrush, both kids' toothbrush out by the pipeline. And Malia deleted an app that was not connected to the cloud. One that you can talk on. And there's a lot, like a whole set of documents came out. So definitely we'll be covering that as well. Adele, thank you for the $4 snipper chat, my love. That is very kind of you. Thank you. Bree92, nobody get mad, please. I don't think the two brain cells would have thought out that plan as far as the funeral places go. Well, and you could be right there. You could be right. I mean, some people don't shine as bright in the sky as a star as the others, right? Barbara says, I bet it was the black trolley that they had full of water and an umbrella when they was being interviewed. Also, YouTuber had a video of them pulling it with an umbrella. I missed that. That's news to me. Kung Fu Panda. I had to sing it once. I agree, Susan. She had plenty of time to speak if she was afraid of Jake. Truly. Clutch them pearls, says Barbara. Justin's channel. Frankie Nadine, she's going to play the victim card when she knew what she was getting involved in. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. All right, so good. You sent me the video? Let me see. Did you send it to me? I'm going to go get it. Hold on, you guys. We're going to do detective work on the run. Okay. You sent it to me? You just sent it to Mama. Okay, let me look. I do not have it, dear. I do not have it. Not yet, anyway. Maybe it hasn't got here. Yeah, I don't have it. I would play it if I had it for you. Oh, thank you, Nikki. You did send me the court documents, new court documents in the Nova Scotia, which is Jack and Lily Sullivan's case. I'll start digging through the weekend. Yes, my eyes are still bugging me, y'all. I'm still doing all the treatments. I'll hit refresh one more time, see if I get it. Okay, we'll have to do it next time. I don't have it. I don't have it, darling. I don't have it. Dina Sharp says, rumors stated, person at house, black truck, Rebecca's stepdad. I bet it was family. I bet it was family. Hey, sheepdog. There is a lot of land that is on Indian reservation close to Jake and Rebecca's house. I think he took the baby out there and hid the body, and the police are trying to get permission to search that area. That's wild because we have all kinds of stuff about the reservation, or well, it's actually reserves for the bands up in, meaning native band, up in Nova Scotia when it comes to Lily and Jack's case too. MG, if that video surfaces on her beating Emmanuel in his high chair, she won't be able to play the victim. I hope it surfaces if it's real. Yeah, I don't know whose funeral that was. I believe it was a cousin of Rebecca. I could be wrong. I know, Michelle, we've got to get back on Jack and Lily. I know. I will do my best. Gray Lady Down says Mom made a choice to stay with him. Emmanuel didn't ask to be here. God bless that sweet baby. Alexis says they say the landlord spent the night. And now we're hearing I can't remember who just shared it, but that it could be that was Rebecca's stepdad. I think it could be family. Artful Phoenix, thank you, lovely, for the $2.99 snipper chat. I greatly appreciate that. Check spam. I already closed it. Hold on, I'll do it for you. All right. Let's go see if we can get this. Maybe it just came in, too. We'll see. Carla, I got it. Thank you, Kyla. Let me see. Oh, my golly. Hold on. We got to get over. We got to switch it up. We got to go on the fly. We got this. Oh, and it doesn't even show it all. Okay, hold on. We're going to have to work outside the box, which means we're going to have to drop it like it's hot there. We're going to grab this. Hold on, y'all. We're going to have to make me disappear a little bit. Nope, not this. Oh, I thought this was on the teed. It's Cinema Shogun. So we don't need to do any of that. Where's that undo button? I know I have an undo button. Hold on. Did I really delete it? Doggone her. Now I gotta put it all back together. Sometimes I do myself no favors. Alright, let's try it again. Let's take this out a little bit. So go hit up Cinema Shogun and I will show you their clip here from On the Teed. On the Tiara. Okay, here we go. On the Teed.
I don't know if that has any, it's like literally tied into, that could be an old fence post. I don't know if that's like
it's dark.
Substantial evidence, but my girls, I wasn't here.
Okay, why is that the only place that there's a cross?
You find folks.
And it's dark, y'all.
It does seem to be, we're right here, right towards the corner of the property.
Oh my golly. What the actual fudge sickle. Come on, show us.
Oh! Sorry, I'm getting excited.
This is creeping me out.
Bro.
Totally, bro.
Dude.
Do that.
Why would that, and they put that together. Look at it, tornillos. Fifth and Yucaipa.
That's a marker.
Sanctuary Church, right in the back. There's a whole thing back.
Oh my God, that's the same location. Oh my God. Okay, thank you, Cinema Shogun. Thank you, dear. Let's see if there's any more. That's the same location that Rebecca was seeing with the baby stroller. Okay, what's this? Okay, hold on. Let's put.
You can see here now, San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies have now entered the chat here. We don't know if it could be possibly an animal or we don't know.
That would be weird at a construction site.
Now enter the chat here to try to figure out if we can in fact get some answers on the tira.
This is wild.
How you doing? I'm gonna follow the deputies here. Do you mind if I walk with you, deputy or sergeant? Okay, so.
Don't ask. Just go with him.
Okay, that's fine.
Did he say that's okay, stay here so you don't disturb a crime scene? What? Let's listen.
Here. Do you mind if I walk with you, deputy or sergeant? Okay, so.
In case it's a crime scene. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Right, in case it's crime
It's right,
scene.
it should be right there by the 5th post.
Send it
1,
to me,
2, 3, 4,
Mary.
5.
Send it to me,
There
Mary.
should be a small hole in the ground. There should be a little makeshift cross. More to the right. There's a hole there.
Thank you, Debbie.
It's like it looked like might be like a gopher hole or something, and there was a cross directly on top of it. On the tira. San Bernardino County Sheriff deputies have now entered the chat here, trying to find some clues. We found the cross in this direction here. You can see the sheriff deputies now. We are helping. That is me with the flashlight, by the way. Sheriff deputies here. I'm just trying to help out. You can see just a vast.
I have the creeps.
Here on the theater. I'm just trying to light it up for them because it is in fact just very.
I have the total creeped out.
Vast area here, and not only that, but you can see. I mean, these people are all here, but can you guys all flash that way so we can show the people just how? Look at how big this area is here, you guys. And if there's more fields past the deputies there. We did find like some sort of makeshift little memorial across. We don't know if it could be hollow, but you can see just there's a lot of ground to cover. Are those police on that side? Are those deputies over there?
What the heck is that thing hanging?
You can see more people here now. There's a hole here in the fence. Be careful for snakes. So there's a hole here in the fence, and people can literally. I mean, it's just so.
This is where.
Thank goodness we have a good flashlight.
This is where Rebecca was seen with the black stroller at midnight. Her and Jake cruising this street, 5th Street or whatever, 3 minutes from the Big Five. At midnight. Before the Big Five. Going back and forth up and down the road. Then, the same couple witnesses Rebecca pushing a stroller, a black stroller, over to this area. And now we're seeing this.
One of our constituents, in fact, did show us, but it's just a very, you can see there's cars. It's just a big space. There's people here looking. There's nothing there. I already looked at that box. But, I mean, you can see there's cars all back there. There's a manhole here on the tira. And so...
Okay, I'm not going to play anymore. All right, I want you to go over and watch it on the tita, which is on the tiara in English. Or you can also watch Cinema Shogun. But I don't want to steal their thunder. So let me go back and check and see if I have any more. Yeah, if you guys send me... What's this one? Okay. I thought maybe I had the one about this abuse allegedly in the high chair. Oh! Whoops. I didn't mean to dox anybody just now in my email. Let me get it off my email. Okay. So, wowzer. There is a chance it's a crime scene. Lord have mercy. Catherine, hello, lovely. The name Emmanuel in Hebrew means God is with us. It is derived from the Hebrew roots meaning with and God. That's beautiful. That is just beautiful. April's hello, lovely. You say I'm about to cry. Bree92, I assume animal. People love their animals more than these two. Love their children. Wackies cared about the life they created. Isn't that heartbreaking? Why would you saw cut that fence? Oh my golly, oh my golly, oh my golly, oh my golly. Could that be what the sawzall was for? Because it's an electrical tool. Let me go back to the sawzall. Let me go back and find the sawzall. La 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 la. We gotta go all way back. Okay, where was the Sawzall? Hold on, I got a picture of a Sawzall for you. Or at least I did. At this point, there's so much here, I might not find it. I don't have it now. Oh my golly. What? No, hold on. Just a minute. Oh, we missed a part. Okay. Hold on, listen to this. Could this be why they bought a sawzall? To cut a fence, a chain link fence, so that Rebecca could get through with a stroller into the construction field. Wow, America, one to you. You just got my mind rolling. All right, let's give Joseph Morris hats off, my dear. He worked a lot on the Jay Slater case, and I still appreciate all the work he did. Here we go.
But allegations swirl. A week before August 14th, Jake was reportedly seen at a do-it-best hardware store in Beaumont, California, trying to buy a large sawzall.
That's what they were trying to buy.
Saw.
That's why I'm saying it's not a hacksaw. It's a sawzall. It can cut chain link fence like no problem. Oh my golly. Yes, you can cut branches. It's not a branch cutter, but you could definitely do that. That is wild. Hey, Ash Picks, just coming in, going to replay, popped in to say hi. Love you, Ash. Good to see you. Archer and the Empress, that's just getting more disturbing by the second. Lord knows by tomorrow, right? Bree says, I know not important, but him wearing American Eagle speaks volume. He's a prissy. Jake is a prissy. Inmates are in for a treat. Bree. Oh. A teleprompter. I think he does all right. I appreciate anybody that's working their best on the case. Did the police find the cross? I believe yes, because he said something along that lines. David Matheson, hello. They're not that dumb that they would leave a marker, surely. I'm not so sure. These people do not seem the brightest star in the sky. Mama, what date was that? She was seen with the buggy, Mama D. I don't know that. I wish I knew exactly the date. I feel like they got the 2-year-old out of there just in time, if you follow me. Lori says, why didn't he buy the saws at Walmart where he can get a discount? Because he works there, right? Yeah, because they know him at Walmart, says Shay. Yep. Probably trying to keep quiet, doesn't want somebody saying that. You could use clip bolt cutters for a fence. You could. Definitely you could. You don't think they'd use that for a fence? Maybe they wouldn't. But they could. It would cut a fence. It's called a reciprocating saw. I call them sawzalls. Nikki, okay, Carla, not one brain cell between the pair of them. All right, my loves, I'm going to jump up on the top here, and I just want to ask you if you will join me. I would kindly appreciate that. If we could say a prayer for this little baby to be found, and I appreciate it if you just want to join in silently, or if you have your own prayer at home that you'd like to speak at the same time, however you want to do it. I appreciate you so much. And with that, that will be the closing of today. It's everything I got. I shared. Now, before we do that real quick, I just want to kindly remind you that tomorrow we are going to be on Crime Story Mama, and we have a beautiful painting that I've done for Emmanuel Haro. in memory of him, in celebration of his life. And what we're going to do is we're going to auction off, just like we do on Sundays, for a charity only. 100% of the donation goes directly to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Now, I said that I would share what we did. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. We've raised $3,637. You can see it right here for the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children over the last year. So, with that being said, this is our painting that we did for beautiful 10-year-old Jaden Spicer out of Kentucky, who was unfortunately unalived by his mother and stepmonster and then put in a tote in a shallow grave. It's just heartbreaking. But what we did do is we sold this painting for a donation of $70 last week, as well as if you do like my true crime deck, every deck I sell, I give $3 of it towards the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children as well. I don't need these on anymore, do I? And so with that, I'm just going to give you a little tour here of this painting. Let me get this out of the way first. Whoa! There we go. Let me grab this. This was Jaden Spicer's. And it'll give you an idea. And they're all different. But they're all abstract. But the way this came about, you would need to watch it. It's incredible. The colors. And we sold this to Nikki UK. And it ships out Monday to her. And so we're going to be doing a painting for Emmanuel Haro this Sunday. We'll be sharing it for our donation charity. And I hope everybody will join us. It's beautiful. The colors just came out so beautiful. Let me speed it up a little bit so that you don't have to be here all day. And we'll get one big picture of it. It's still on the drawing board at the time that I took this video, but then you can see what it looked like. Thank you so much. I hope that you like and subscribe. That is so wonderful that I just want to say thank you for doing that. Let's get over here. Let's say a prayer together. Heavenly Father, we come to you with broken hearts, our minds numb, our emotions ripped from our hearts as we find out what has happened to this baby. We trust you with our faith that true justice and truth will reign, for the truth always wins. God is good. We trust. We ask you, reveal, show where Emmanuel is to the authorities. We pray that all witnesses that have seen something find the courage through you, Lord, to speak. We also send all the energy and love of protection around all of Emmanuel's little brothers and sisters and older brothers and sisters. We protect them with our unconditional love and wrap them with our protection. We say all this and speak all this from all of our heart, our unconditional love. In Jesus' name we pray this. Amen. Thank you. All right, my lovely. I love you too. Let me get back up here. I love you to the moon and back. Always and forever. I will see you again soon. For those of you that want to jump over and pull some cards and do some reading, we can do that together. That's coming up in about 10 minutes over on Crime Story Mama. If somebody would post a link, that would be great. I love you guys. Thank you for all of your time. Thank you for giving back. Thank you for helping us with the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. That is how we can help the parents financially. We can give some backing, but only give if you can afford to give. I love you. To the moon and back. Bless you. Thank you.